All right, so we're here with Alex and Daniel Guerrero of Beyond Generic and Terror Corp. This is Josh with Mutual Friends, and get to know these guys a little better. So, how old are you guys?
Why do I have to go first? All right, I'm Alex. I'm 21.
Daniel, I'm 24.
It's pretty young to be starting a brand. What made you guys kind of start it? How many names did you go through?
Actually, one name. When we first started, we were actually called the 90s Kids. But some legal stuff happened.
And we were trying to not face a lawsuit.
So we changed it.
Yeah.
And that's how the name Beyond Generic was born.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Beyond Generic makes sense. What are some things that influence you guys? Is it like maybe certain scenes, certain music, certain people, places?
Definitely California influenced me a lot when I moved back over there because I'm originally from there. The scene over there with rap and music, cars, it's a mix between rock, rap, and being influenced by both of those things definitely influenced Beyond Generic and Terror.
Yeah, a lot of the streetwear scene too out in Los Angeles definitely influenced us over the years.
So yeah, my next question would have been, the West Coast or the East Coast, but
Gotta go with the West Coast.
we're gonna have to go with the West Coast. West Coast, huh? So you guys are originally from California, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, grew up there.
Grew up there,
Yeah,
and then
fire
where'd you guys
rescue.
come here?
We want to say at least around 2007?
Wrong, 2006.
2006, alright, make it, alright, accurate.
I know the actually. I know the day.
Yeah. So, how would you guys describe your brands to the consumer, and what's your target audience?
Well, for Beyond Generic, we've always been mainly in the action sports related market, so more or less skate, BMX. It's in a mix of a lifestyle.
Does that come from living in Colorado? Is that?
It's a
kind
mix. I'd say Beyond Generic's a mix of California and Colorado, so it's like a hybrid.
Yeah. And then as for Terror, what's your audience? Who are you trying to reach, or more of a statement brand? What would you say Terror is?
It's for anyone who really wants to piss off their parents or if they just want to look cool. But it's mainly just I wanted to do a different direction with more of my own design rather than being less family friendly, because back when I was in California it was definitely not a family friendly scene, but no biggie.
Yeah. Does that have to do with the influence you have on, or the influences that music has on you? Is that kind of the lifestyle of Terror?
Yeah, it's mainly just to be kind of like who you are. Like, don't really care about what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
Just do what you want.
Okay. Well, is there any plans beyond this release party that you guys have in store for any of the brands?
I actually have a couple surprise things coming up. Surprised pieces coming out. So, those will be a little later down the road, but they'll be coming soon.
Okay. As for Beyond Generic, anything coming up?
Hopefully opening up maybe new store accounts, possibly in Denver, towards that way.
Okay.
And we got a few other items coming out.
So Front Range, moving a little more east. So does living in Grand Junction make or break a brand like your guys's? And how do you adapt to the streetwear brands in the western slope of Colorado?
I don't know. I don't think it necessarily breaks us, because our fans and supporters are all from here.
But also from different states.
Yeah.
I mean, we've sold shirts from the West Coast to the East Coast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I remember talking to you guys about how having that immediate environment of being in the West Coast or being in New York, or how does that hinder your guys' audience trying to get that, and getting the amount of pieces out to certain audiences? Does that make it a struggle?
Maybe not for terror, because I don't really say that I'm from here. I just kind of want it to be known as its own like entity, but not from a certain place.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, where do you guys see the brands in the next few years?
still killing the game.
Pretty much, yeah. Just pushing forward, keep progressing. Hopefully, just sell more online and kind of get it out there even more.
How does it feel to own your own brands? I know you guys work on the side. Do you want to talk a little more about what you guys do besides your brands? How you hustle daily?
Whew. Man,
Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, some side money.
I just work.
Reselling.
But I work in design. That's really it.
Word. So what would you say you guys do? Do you guys collect anything or have any hobbies outside of, designing or marketing and all that stuff?
I know Daniel doesn't. Kidding. Well, I mean, I collect those pop figures. Actually, I have a whole pyramid on top of my dresser that's probably gonna fall over. Hot Wheels, Star Wars toys. They're all boxed. Halo toys, things like that.
And for me, I wouldn't say I'm a big collector, but I do have specific pieces or items I collect. I do collect comic books, specifically in the Venom and Carnage Spider-Man universe. Really big in Marvel, but mainly Spider-Man comics. What else do I collect? Or you could say I collect. I do collect a few Johnny Cupcakes, is another streetwear brand. Johnny Cupcake shirts, I collect those.
Same thing goes with Supreme and FTP for me.
Okay. So would you say you would resell or hoard your guys' collectibles, or how do you guys go about that?
I hoard all mine.
He's a collection hoarder.
I can't sell any of my stuff.
Yeah, he has a big attachment to his stuff.
What
Which I
about
don't
trade?
blame.
Trading? Open to trading?
If the other product is same value or higher.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
And for me, I gotta resell, but the only stuff I won't resell if it's Venom. Anything Venom related, Spider-Man related, I probably won't sell it.
You should really give me that pop figure.
No, not selling that or trading it. Venom is my favorite character, so
I'll trade you my Target though.
nope, not even for I don't know, just anything that related. I won't sell that, but I would resell the other collection stuff.
Whack.
So who would you say, what would you say your favorite brands are?
So many to minimize down. For
Top
me,
five, top
top
three.
five. I'd say let's go. Probably the Hundreds, just because that was one of the brands I first got introduced to. The Hundreds, Black Scale, Mishka, Johnny Cupcakes, and then Diamond Supply. I used to rock a lot of Diamond Supply around 2008, 2009.
Word. Yeah, those are good ones.
Yeah, mine's probably the Hundreds, Fucked, Huff, FTP, and that's a really hard one too. Probably gonna say I don't even know. That's really the only brands I really fucked with.
Just your brand? Yours is the last one. Favorite one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, any thoughts on how the industry of streetwear and independent clothing companies stand right now? Is it a hard market? Is it an easy market for you guys?
I feel it's just in streetwear in general. I feel like it's kind of oversaturated, and it's spilled into the mall wear, I want to say. So I would say it's pretty tough, but I think that's for everything else too.
I'm going to kind of go a different way on that one. I'm definitely going to say that smaller brands are kind of kicking the bigger brands' butts on that one, because small brands that were nothing about 2 years ago are now some of the biggest brands nowadays. So a lot of those small brands they only sell to that market,
Malls, yeah.
but most of those hype kids buy online to support those.
So would you say that Supreme and FTP and these smaller brands that became bigger brands actually created something that they've hated? Is that
I could say
is
that
what you
in a sense.
would
In a
you say
sense,
it's
yeah.
what do they call that? Forgot the word. They call that something where you basically create your own enemy. You create your own enemy. So
Yeah, because actually on that, FTP was actually they hated resellers, and they basically kind of brought it upon themselves for being so big, because now all the drops that happen, it basically ends up on Grailed or eBay
Yeah.
for people to buy. But I'm not that whack, so I don't resell my stuff.
okay. So when I've noticed this about this culture and about a lot of people look at us as troublemakers or just the outcasts. What you guys in the party scene, you in the sober life, or somewhere in between there, or how would you portray your personal lives?
For me, I'd say I'm somewhere in between. I prefer a good balance,
Okay.
but not too crazy, but not too boring. Just
Yeah,
right
yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Definitely in high school when I was a sophomore and junior, I was getting crazy. But after that, I decided to go the sober life. And I mean, I still party, but party with water. I don't do anything.
Yeah. So a lot of people probably don't know, or if they do, I'm sure they don't know the answer to this question. You guys are brothers, and so how is the dynamic between you guys? Can you guys keep work and your personal lives separate, or is it just work?
It's a mix. I would say it's kind of
kind of threw away my personal life.
my personal life and business life is kind of pretty much the same. It kind of gets confusing because we're just, even though because it doesn't feel like work to us at times.
I think it's a constant.
Yeah.
I think it's more work.
We're
work.
consistently working on something, or even if it's not like 4 hours on one thing, we're usually talking about it.
Just brainstorming.
It's brainstorming. It's usually
constantly working on something.
It's usually in a conversation pretty much daily.
Okay. So is there any words of encouragement to anybody who's trying to start a brand here in Grand Junction or Colorado, or just starting a brand in general? Is there any thing that you would...
Yeah, go ahead.
What? No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. One, I'd say one of the most important ones would probably be passion.
Aw.
What?
You got what I was going to say.
I mean, that's the main one. Okay,
Yeah,
you can
whatever.
piggyback off of it, and then...
No, go ahead.
All right, well... All right, yeah, passion would probably be one of the main important ones, because without the passion, everything else is going to seem hard or seem like work to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It won't seem fun. Because if you're not passionate about anything in life or a specific thing, it's going to feel like work to you. That's why, when you go to a job, you don't really like your job, because if you're not passionate about it, it seems just like normal work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I mean, that's actually just the golden ticket is passion, because if you're, like, I mean, I used to hand draw everything back when I was in 9th grade when I started drawing for Beyond Generic, well, back then the 90s kids. But I never gave up, because I've always liked it, and I've always loved drawing. And I mean, I'm never going to quit. It's always fun to me. It never seems like a job. It never seems like a hassle. It's
just
easiest thing to do. It just flows to
our
me.
life. Yeah, same
And
here.
it
Like
just
I
should
love
flow.
all the business operations, marketing, and then executing that idea. Since I was 18 when we first started I just loved it. Just the grind of it, the hustle, and just like all the roadblocks you come with it, and all the trials and errors. I think that's what makes it special. Because if you can't make it past the first roadblock, then you're pretty much dead in the water.
And another thing, it's a big learning experience. So don't expect everything to be perfect whenever you do it. Like, I had so much trouble with this first drop for Terror. Ugh.
Yeah,
Headache,
expect
but
change,
it was-
variable change.
it was totally worth it though.
But it's worth it, because for me it's like I don't know what I'd be doing like without it. Like I'd be like I don't know what to do. Like
Yeah, I'd be stuck at In-N-Out eating cheeseburgers every day.
But yeah, it'd probably be passion, work ethic. You have to be really on top of it, pretty much 24/7,
And also have fun with it.
and have fun. Yeah, passion, hard work, and fun. Because if you're not having fun with it, then it's really not worth your time.
Yeah, definitely. No, I definitely agree. So we'll start wrapping this up. This was Alex and Daniel Guerrero of Beyond Generic and Terra Corp, which is going to be dropping here at Mutual Friends on Friday, July 20th, 429 Colorado Avenue. This is Josh from here, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and can't wait to see what's in store for the brands, and it'll be available here. We're going to be doing exclusive colorways, and they're going to be still online, so yeah, definitely check them out. Anything else you guys want to add?
Shouts out to my Terror team. You guys helped me out a lot, and my mom, and my dad. Shouts out to them.
I just wanted to say thank you for all of our day one supporters and all our new supporters, everyone who's consistently supported us online and locally. Thank you. Wouldn't be here without you guys.
Gracias.